Today, we're diving into one of the most intriguing mysteries in the history of the Kaaba, the inscription of Maqam Ibrahim. This story begins in the 9th century, when the inscription was discovered during restoration work. The historian Al-Fakihi recorded it but was unsure of the language, initially hypothesizing that it was either Hebrew or Himyaritic. However, the record shows that even then, a scholar named Abu Zakaria al-Maghribi immediately recognized its true nature. Al-Maghribi, who claimed to have been studying ancient Egyptian writing for 30 years, declared the script was Egyptian. He offered the first interpretation, translating it as, "I am God, there is no God but I, a king who cannot be overcome. Sabaoth, Asbaut." Now, centuries later, we explore a sophisticated modern linguistic analysis by researcher Muhammad Hassan Al-Ghari. He confirms that early identification of Egyptian script and uses modern Egyptology to provide a far more detailed translation. He mentions that the inscription contained evidence linking the site directly to the patriarch Abraham and his family. Let's decode this extraordinary claim. Every analysis must start with the source. The inscription is known only from a drawing made by Al-Fakihi, who did not know the language and admitted the drawing might be imprecise. This is the challenge: deciphering an ancient cursive script from a secondary, imperfect copy. Crucially, the historical record offers a possibility that the original inscription may still exist. The book documenting the discovery mentions that cladding or covering was applied to the Maqam Ibrahim during restoration in the 9th century. The original text gives no reference to the inscription being damaged, removed, or erased. This suggests the lines of hieratic script, if they are indeed there, could be preserved on the stone, simply covered by the later historical casing. This turns the analysis by researcher Muhammad Hassan Al-Ghari from a purely academic exercise into a potential guide for future physical verification. Al-Ghari identifies the script as hieratic, the cursive shorthand used for writing on papyrus. While the formal hieroglyphic script could be read in various directions, hieratic, especially after the Old Kingdom, became overwhelmingly written and read from right to left. The researcher applies this dominant right-to-left convention to begin the translation. Now we tackle the key challenge: translating Egyptian signs into Semitic names. Ancient Egyptian contains a P sound that's not distinctly found in Arabic and some Semitic languages. The analysis identifies two core Egyptian signs: Ka, meaning spirit or soul, and a Pa sound. In ancient Egyptian, this would be Ka-Pa. The hypothesis is that the writer used these two signs to represent the phonetic pronunciation of the word Kaaba. The sound transformation from P to B is essential here, as the Egyptian script adapts to record the Semitic/Arabic name. The same phonetic adaptation is applied to the sequence of consonants identified as BRHM or PRHM. Since ancient Egyptian does not typically write vowels, this sequence is seen as the root for the Semitic name Ibrahim, Abraham. This is the personal signature, proving the record is a historical dedication. The person who wrote this inscription could have been Hajar, Abraham's wife. Tradition holds that Hajar was either Egyptian or, at the very least, raised in Egypt and was familiar with its culture and literacy. As a literate person from the Nile Valley, she would have naturally used the hieratic script to document the creation of this holy site by her husband. This would make the inscription a direct contemporary artifact of the family. To support this era, Al-Ghari decodes a sequence of hieratic numerals as 1211. By applying a specialized Egyptian dating convention that counts years from the dynastic unification of circa 3200 BCE, the calculation places the inscription's date approximately at 1989 BCE, aligning with the theorized life of Abraham. Finally, the dedication concludes with the phrases "Spite punt spite" means teachings or wisdom, a genre used for ethical instruction in Egypt. Punt was ancient Egypt's land of God, revered for its sacred goods like incense. The analysis proposes Mecca was considered a blessed part of this wider sacred region. The final reading, the protected house, House of Supplication, Kaaba, God the Giver. Ibrahim, 1211, Teachings of Punt. This research by Muhammad Hassan Al-Ghuri is a phenomenal piece of scholarly work, transforming an ambiguous drawing into a profound historical and linguistic statement. While it remains a working hypothesis open for further debate, it offers a startlingly specific timeline and authorship for the sacred site. What are your thoughts on this ancient message? Let us know in the comments below.